So if you're familiar with MCA, you've probably heard top earners in the company mention that they use Facebook ads. Now, Facebook ads are great. It's definitely perfect if you have the money to put towards a Facebook ad. What a lot of these top earners won't tell you is they're spending more than likely about $200 up to $1,000 or more on their Facebook ads for it to reach about 100,000 people or 500,000 people or more. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because I don't want to build your hopes up into thinking that Facebook ads is for everyone, because it's not. And obviously, if a person is getting their Facebook ad shown to about, 500,000 people, I mean, it's a no-brainer that they're going to make their weekly MCA sales. The problem is a lot of people that get started in MCA, they don't have a budget to play around with. They don't want to buy a Facebook ad and not know if it's going to generate them a sale or not. A lot of these top earners, they got so much money now in MCA to the point where they're just kind of like playing around with money now. They got so much money, they're just playing around with money. And, spending $500 or $200 or $1,000 on a Facebook ad is nothing to them. So we all have to start somewhere when it comes to business. And the best way I like to show people how to start is with tools that are free or tools that are really inexpensive that are going to get your business in front of at least 100 to 200 people on a daily basis. And if you're reaching that many people on a daily basis and being consistent with it, obviously you're bound to make a sale. So the first thing you want to do is open your Facebook extension, and you want to scroll all the way down until you see something that says send messages. And of course, when you're using this extension, you want to be logged into your Facebook account, and it's better to, so when you see this page, you want to scroll down until you see your Facebook friends, and what you're able to do is click on the blue button to select all friends, and whatever friends you don't want to send your message to, you can manually unselect those friends. And you're able to scroll up and down and find the names of the friends that you don't want to receive a message. And of course, to the individual that said he was already had done MCA, I just wrote his name down, and what I'm going to do is find his name and obviously not send him a message. So you want to scroll up and type in your message or paste your message into the script or extension. And when you scroll all the way down, you can see that the extension is running, and it's sending messages to the Facebook friends that I have selected. Now, if a message doesn't go through, it's going to show as pink in this area. As you can see, that message is good, so it's showing as blue. And if you click on that, right-click and open that, you'll be able to see that the message went through in your Facebook. In this area on the left-hand side is where I typically write all the names down of the friends that actually received the message that I sent. And when I'm using this extension on a daily basis, it seems like people respond pretty quickly. Not everybody is going to respond, but once you start using this extension, you're going to get people responding to you within a matter of sometimes seconds or minutes. And obviously some people are going to ignore the message because they're just not interested in making extra money. And as you can see, I already have some people that are contacting me back. And what you could do from here, I know on this video you're going to see me sending them a Facebook video, but what you could do is message them your capture page that I'm going to be talking to you about, or that you've already probably learned about. You can message them your capture page And from there, if they're further interested in the business, what they'll do is opt in with their full name and their email, and then you can follow up with that person. Now, Facebook has restrictions on how many messages you can send on a daily basis. So with this extension, I recommend that you send about 50 to 60 messages every other day. So if you run it on Sunday, you want to run it on Tuesday. If you run it on Wednesday, you want to use it on Friday. And if you have 2 MCA Facebook accounts, you would be able to send 120 messages, or 100 to 120 messages every other day. And that's huge, because that's about, that's about 400 to 480 messages every single week. And this is people that you're reaching for free. I find that, trying to follow up with people on Facebook, it can get a little bit nerve-wracking. Sometimes people can start off being nice and then they'll turn very rude if you follow up with them on Facebook. So that's why I recommend you follow up with people through email. As you can see, the messages are pink. That means that Facebook is not allowing you to send any more messages. So if you were to click on the message that was sent, it's not going to show, as you can see, it's red. That particular message is not going to show on your Facebook. So that means that person didn't get the message. And sometimes you have to enter a CAPTCHA. When it gets to this point, you just want to stop using the extension. And I know for this video I have the extension set to 1 minute. I just wanted to speed up the process, but you really want to have the extension set to 5 minutes for every message that you're sending out, just to be safe. Because sometimes you can send a little bit more if you have it on 5 minutes instead of 1 minute. So for all of these successful messages, you want to make sure you keep their name typed on a notepad. I recommend you type their name on a notepad. And what I like to do is alphabetize these names. So what I'm going to do is visit a website and put these names in alphabetical order, because I'm going to show you what you can do to automatically deselect the names of your Facebook friends that already received a message, and then copy and paste it back into the same notepad. And I'm going to go back to my extension and select all names, because now I'm going to show you an additional extension that's going to automatically deselect those names for you, so you don't have to manually scroll down your friends list and do that. Copy and paste my friends list. Now I'm going to open up this new extension, paste in those names, and I'm going to click that top red button. And as you can see, it deselected my name from my other Facebook account automatically. And it did this with all the names that I that I entered into this extension. Now what you can't do is you can't copy and paste these names from Excel into this extension, because it's not going to work. It has to go from Notepad into the extension, or you can type it in. Because I've tried it, trying to copy and paste it from Excel into the extension, and it didn't work. And as you can see, I'm scrolling up and down just to show you that it really did go through the list and deselect those names. Sometimes when you're writing down names manually, you end up misspelling the name, and if you misspell it, or you don't type the name in right, and you try to go back in and copy and paste those names into the extension, it's not going to deselect that name because the name is spelled wrong. And the additional extension that I just showed you, that one cost is $15. It's a cheap investment, but it's going to, you got to think about the long term. It's going to allow you to contact a lot of people. The more you're growing your Facebook list, it's going to allow you to contact a lot of people. So there's two versions of this extension. The first one I showed you was $15. And the one that has the two buttons, or actually the three buttons, the three red buttons, this one is $25. And with this extension, you don't even have to write the names down anymore. As the Facebook extension is sending the message, what you can do then is open up the upgraded extension and just click that button, and it's going to save all those names for you. And all you have to do is just copy those names and paste it into your notepad. So you no longer have to manually write the names down anymore. And the good part about this is you can decide on, which, you can decide on if either extension is worth your time. If you feel like it's going to free up your time, which it will, definitely, then you can make the investment. But it's not something that you have to get. But if you see the potential that this can have for your MCA business, then you definitely would want to make the investment. So the purpose of automating your business is for you to do less talking and for people to take more action. And when you decide to get signed up with me in MCA, not only am I going to show you how to make sales in MCA, but I'm also going to show you how to resell my $25 extension so you can receive an income from that as well. So if I shared this video with you personally, what you want to do is get back in contact with me. If somebody on my team shared this video with you, get back in contact with that person so you can get going in MCA if you see yourself starting a business with MCA. And from there, we can help you get started. And when you're running the free Facebook sending extension, because the first extension that I showed you that sends messages, that extension is free. As you're running that extension and sending your messages, you want to make sure that you only run it for about 2.5, 3 hours, because after that, the messages are going to start going to pink anyways. Because again, Facebook will only let you send so many messages a day. And so for the $25 extension, where you're able to copy the names of the people that actually receive the message, you never want to copy and paste over the previous names that you pasted in your notepad. You always want to put the new names underneath the names that you already saved in the notepad, so that you keep on building a list of names in your notepad that already received the same message. And that's what I forgot to mention to you guys as well. I am going to be sending you guys a series of different trainings of what I do in this MCA business to grow my MCA business. And if you like what you're seeing, what you can do is, get signed up with me, because as you continue to watch these training videos, you're going to already kind of know what to do about time you become really interested in wanting to join. It's not going to be a surprise to you on what exactly you have to do to grow your business. So that's why I want to continue to stay followed up with you guys. If my email messages are going to your spam, you check your spam folders and also check your inbox to be sure that you're getting my emails. And if you have any questions, you know how to find me.